What a beautiful day to build some muscle, or should I say, break the muscle down, because during your training, of course, you're breaking your muscles down, making them tired so that they have to go in the future. And today, what I'm gonna do is some planche, of course. Lately, I've been focusing on the planche press, and I've always been aiming for the same volume. In my case, it's, the whole planche in seconds plus presses should amount to 60. So the volume isn't really changing, but I'm still progressing in the sense that I try to do more and more of these presses and holds at body weight instead of using assistance. So you can progress like in the intensity of your exercise, the difficulty, the length of your sets, the volume you're doing in total. There are so many different factors, right? So if you're stuck on one factor, for example, you can't progress to the straddle planche, that would be increasing the difficulty of your exercise. That's fine. If you're stuck there, do something else for a while. Try to increase the volume of your advanced stuck planche, right? Lower the intensity or the difficulty and add more volume. And if you just keep pushing all these parameters here and there, eventually you're going to have a breakthrough and be able to progress to the straddle planche as well. So that's exactly what I'm aiming for today, have some more difficulty on my exercise so that in the future I can do more volume on it, or I can go to a more difficult exercise. So today, the strategy is going to be to first start with the really light set, because I want to feel the planche before I get into a heavy set, right? Lately, I've been just warming up and then straight first set, doing the most difficult stuff I can do, go quite hard. But when you think about it, it doesn't really make sense, right? You want to first feel out, how your body is on the day, and then you can go into heavier stuff. I've been preaching that myself as well, but I haven't been doing that. So today, first a light set of planche, and then we can go on to longer sets. Oops, that was dangerous. Oh, fuck. Okay, holy shit. I wasted all my juice on the last press, and I didn't even get up. Whew. All right. That's gonna make today's training very difficult, but we'll figure out how it goes. All right, we failed that set, but don't get it twisted. Technically, that was a PR because I didn't go for a hold yet after those 3 presses with 2 seconds hold in between. So still a longer set than last time. Still failed it though. So don't get it twisted. I'm pretty pissed about that, but I feel like in the future we can challenge this again, and it's gonna happen for sure. So very happy with that set in general. Unfortunate that it didn't happen, but yeah, now for the rest of the workout, my shoulders are fucking trashed from that one set, right? Because I was trying to get the press and trying, but didn't get it. But if I were to just say like, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna use bands here, I feel like I really wouldn't progress today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some lighter sets again, gradually build those up into heavier and heavier sets until I fail again, because building the volume from where you're tired, I think that's where the gains are made, right? It's an old saying: the only reps that count are the ones after failure. So I think we're gonna aim for that. What I'm gonna do is start with a set of 3 seconds hold to a press, and then basically go on with my sits to 4 seconds to press, 5 seconds to press, and so on. And maybe it will be a bit different, but it's going to be something like that. Right, that's going to be good. Okay, I'm not getting to 40 points today with just my body weight, which is unfortunate, but I'm happy with the form, you know. I could do some more planche, but then I feel like I would go back to the bad form with a bent arm that I was doing before. So today we managed to get our arm quite straight, and I'm pleased with that. So not a PR on the volume, but certainly a PR on that one sit, even though we also failed there. And yeah, just next time do a little bit better. For now, just do the remaining volume with band assistance. So I'm gonna do 2 last sets of band assistance. I'm gonna go quite hard of them, maybe even sprinkle a wrist pause on it. And I'm listening to Z's at the moment, so I'm quite hyped. Let's go. Quick wrist pause. All right, one more sit. Fuck. All right, planche presses have been trashed completely. I'm satisfied with this training. Now it's time for a fun set before moving on to accessories, which is gonna be push-ups. Now, every set is fun, right? I enjoy this planche training very much, don't get me wrong, but my heart lies within the planche push-up. I really like the movement. So now that everything in the workout that has to be done is done, I can play around one set here on the planche push-ups, and I'm just gonna go balls to the wall because that's what I enjoyed the most, going balls to the wall on planche push-ups, on front lever pull-ups. I really like those movements. So it's gonna be straddle planche on the ground, and we'll see what we can do. All right, let's move on to push-ups. All right, so now it's time for accessories. On the push-up, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna go light today on the accessories. Last time we went quite hard. We did push-ups weighted to the max for multiple sets. I think like 8 sets even, so it was very heavy. And I felt it, it was difficult to recover from. And on the next push training, I was just so tired of shit. I barely could do anything, even with a band. So today I want to avoid that, I want to get a good stimulus in my chest, that's true, but I'm gonna keep it light, get a good chest pump, aim for the stretch. Basically, right, if you want to get a good chest pump, but not expend a lot of energy, you go more into the science-based approach, right? So you put a stretch on your chest, and then you feel the weight, like the weight going down, or in this case, your body going down, and then you go back up. And this way, you can target your specific muscle group, in this case the chest, without tiring out the other muscles too much, which is going to help with your recovery. So it's kind of like two birds in one stone, I guess they say. Yeah, because I want to be able to train planche in a couple of days, 3 days, but I also want to get a bit of a chest pump. So to get the best of both worlds, I can use this science-based approach, which I normally don't do a lot, right? But I can use it to my advantage and get better results, right? You pick from everywhere, you pick knowledge from everywhere, and you use it to your advantage, and that's going to get you the best results, not being stubborn and only using one certain way of training because you feel like that's the best way. So push-ups it is. I'm going to go as deep as possible, so chest to the ground, even though I'm going to use these bars, and it's going to be a sick pump. This is entering the chest very well. Let's do a couple more sets. I set the timer every 2 minutes, so I have 1 minute of rest left. Right. It's quite funny. It feels like you should be able to do more, but because that one muscle in your body that you're targeting is so tired already, it's just not possible. Like the rest of my body is fine, so it feels like I still have energy, but my chest is just dead. That's quite interesting. One more set, and then we're done for the day. Oh, fuck. Right, so that's a very nice pump. I mean, it's not because I'm keeping my shirt on that I'm not being pumped at the moment, or that I'm not having a pump at the moment. Like, I'm quite happy even with how everything feels right now. And also the chest, right? I mean, those push-ups, it's the first time in 8+ years, basically, that I've done push-ups like that, controlled, with the P-bar pronated. It's like kind of simulating a bench press, I guess. And then, doing it slow controlled, even though I had an entire planche workout, sets upon sets of planche press and hold, then one all-out set of planche push-ups. It's all shoulders. I didn't feel them burn at all on those push-ups. It was purely the chest, which is quite insane. And I must say, give credit where credit is due. In the stretch, it feels nice. I mean, they had all those studies, I guess, saying that the stretch is better, and then Jeff Nippert came out saying that, well, actually, it doesn't really matter if you do partial reps or not in the stretch. I mean, the consensus is basically do whatever you like doing and do it hard, and you're gonna get gains. but well, it feels nice. I'm gonna give him that. It feels nice to just be down here and you feel like you're having energy to push, but then your chest is just fucking dying and you can't get it up anymore. I mean, take that the way you want, but I'm talking about the push-ups. So very successful training today. Very happy with this. Like I mentioned in the beginning, right? You want to build some muscle. I mean, first you got to break it down during the training before you can even start to think about building, right? Because it's not like a building that you keep building upon building upon building, right? You first have to destroy what was there so that it can be replaced with something better or bigger, I guess, in this case, your muscles. And the way you do that is just to go a little bit harder each time. You aim for progression each time. And oftentimes it's not going to happen, right? You're not going to be able to get the PR that you wanted. But in the process, you're still going to have like other things that you improved upon, trying to get your PR, right? For example, today I was trying to get 2 seconds hold plus a press on the planche for 4 reps, and I wasn't able to do so, but I was able to get a hold after the 3rd press, which I hadn't done before, which is nice, right? And also I feel like, my arm, it was still bending a little bit, but especially when I wasn't tired yet, it was straight, right? Even my left arm, it was straight, which is very good. Very pleased with that. Form improvements, right? Form improvements, difficulty improvements, volume improvement, set length improvement, intensity improvement. You have all these things to improve upon. I mean, you have so many options to get a PR. So even if you don't get the PR you wanted, right? That's unfortunate. You can go for it again the next time, but that doesn't mean that your training was bad. I'm very happy, very pleased with this training. Got a good shoulder pump, a good chest pump. What more can you ask for, right? And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Aim for progression, no matter what the progression is, right? Even if it's not the progression you had in your mind, as long as you progressed, that's all you need. So yeah, that's it for today's training. Tomorrow is gonna be a pull day on the front lever. I'm gonna try and go for that super long set again, which is gonna be fun. But before that, I'm also gonna go for quite a long and fast run, so we'll see how much energy I have left. But that's things for tomorrow to worry about. So I'll see you then.